Hey guys, really quick disclaimer here. This series tackles a lot of dark topics, including depression, anxiety, and general uncomfortability. So if you have depression, have anxiety, and are afraid to watch something that might trigger those feelings, I recommend watching this with caution. Thank you guys, and enjoy the video. What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, this is going to be the final episode here. I'm going to save really quickly because I haven't saved in a while. But this is going to be the final episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I am not exactly sure how I feel about the last episode, but I have a feeling this is about to get even worse. So we're going to dive into this rabbit hole and we're going to see exactly where it leads. So, again, disclaimer, trigger warning, whatever you want it to be. This game's going to get dark. I'm going to put a thing at the beginning every episode, but this game's going to get darker and darker and darker as it goes on. So here we go. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'll be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Eric! You're the first one here! Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Eric. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. How do you know about that? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Does Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's, and it's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my... Oh, God. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Oh no! She's... what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Eric? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out that after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, fuck. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not that big a deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? I don't think you'll understand. I'm so scared of what I'm going to walk into on this thing. But she leaves me the choice. I gently open the door. Oh, no! Oh, fuck me! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know it's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her that she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. Oh my fucking god. My swimming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 That's the end of the game?! What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is blah 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 blah, my neighbor and good friends since we were children. None of the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just... Wait, this is from the very beginning of the game. I hope you guys can read this, because I'm not here right now, so I don't know I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Eric. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk. We were in the same class last year. Monica's, yeah, it's the same ship, but the music's different. Having her smile at me so gently, what did you come in here for anyway? I look for some plastic for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I don't remember this. It might... Yeah, because Sayori was the one that told me about this originally. I'm sorry, guys. I skipped a lot of dialogue that might have been new. Because Sayori was the one that originally told me about the club. And now it's Monica because Sayori doesn't exist. What is this game? Is she like... Is Monica like... Did Monica tell her to, like... Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything, reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of our members keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Eric. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy, please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Eric. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? Yeah, I'm so sweet. I decided to tell my friend I didn't love her, so she... Okay. I sold my soul to Monica. You know what, game? You might not be wrong there. Third, timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh, fuck! God damn, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, don't kill her. Don't kill her. What do you mean, Natsuki? But anyway, welcome to the club, Eric. All words escape me in a situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, it's the same thing, but this is what Sayori... I thought Sayori said this. I don't even know anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I've fallen completely out of character here. I'm so unhinged about what's going to happen next. So I'm out of character entirely. And this is Yuri, the vice president. I thought Sayori was the... because she doesn't exist anymore for some fucking reason. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears apparently more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yes, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Eric in a classroom and decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone? Am I going to have to replay this entire game from start to finish with just these two? Like, I'm confused. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Eric? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these two. It's like this entire game has been rewritten with Sayori out of it, and I don't know how to think about that. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Eric, what kind of things do you like to read? I'm sorry my pacing is god-awful, because like I said, I'm waiting for this to go south again. And I know it's going to, and I don't know when. I don't know when. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about your Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex... Now, this part all seems familiar. It's just everything's been rewritten without Sayori in it. I'm going to take a risk. And I'm going to kind of speed read, because like I said, you guys have already sat through this before. So I'm going to kind of speed read and pick it up when there's something that I know is new. It's amazing and tell a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. Seems so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obviously, yeah, it's all new. But I like a lot of things. Yep. Okay, so this is where she was telling me about everything she would like, so that I can, okay. For a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Now, I am trying to read into this to see if there was a lot of foreshadowing that was thrown in there, but I read a horror book once. Yep, I remember that. Trying to relate, because I wanted a banger from the beginning, but bad choice! Really bad choice. I highly expect that from Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if the story makes me think it takes me to the world, I just can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Yep, I wish I knew what that poem was called that she was working on, though. Give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Do I have to replay this entire game again? Because I don't know if I want to go through this again. Do you have the writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. This feels so weird without Sayori being here, though. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us. See, this is where it gets weird, because Sayori was the one that said this is a great idea before, not Yuri. Is Yuri doing it because she was the one that I had expressed interest in? Does that mean she's going to be the next one to die? Because if she dies now, I'm done. I'm out of here. I can't sit through another death. Not like that one. That one hurt. I didn't decide to take responsibility of vice president after all. So she took the vice president role because Sayori doesn't exist anymore. Is this what Sayori wanted? Is Sayori watching this in a weird, sick, twisted mentality of, if I wasn't here and I didn't exist, how would the world go on? Would the world go on without me? And if that is how this game is going from Sayori's perspective, that hurts me too, because I've had that thought before of, what would the world be like if I wasn't here? I was a long time ago, nothing recent, but I've had that thought before of what would happen, and I've actually sat in bed and thought if I could watch the world from a sky view and see how things progressed if I was never in it, would anyone's life actually be negatively impacted? And I think we're watching this replayed through Sayori's perspective as if she's able to do that. And she's seeing that life would go on without her. And if that is what this game is doing, that's fucked. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Eric? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yep, this is what I said before. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have stop by. I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and at least my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes, but I'm sorry, I thought. Yep. And then Sayori was like, oh, Eric, come join. Ugh. We don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I was worried this was going a totally different direction. You're in my club! Like demonic and shit. We don't find one more for the festival. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided. Then I'll join the literature club. All right, cool. Everyone's happy again. Yeah. It could be fun. Yeah. Could be a lot of fun. Could be a lot of fun. If really just left through all this, I'd be super pissed. Eric, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Eric, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls who continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea. Guess I'll be on my way. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, then I can't wait. I go back home! The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between these 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance and be sure to find good fortune for me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Okay. Alright, so let's get into writing this. Okay, yep. I'm still gonna go for her. I might as well. I might as well just stick to what I was working on before. Everything is going... Okay, no, not everything. That would explain why all the dark shit was going to her, though. That would explain that, because all the dark shit was going to her. What the fuck is that? Is this a bad time to let you all know I don't play horror games? I don't do horror games. I don't. I don't do horror games. And this is... Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I want to! No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. While I'm back at the literature club, I was the last to commence. Everyone else started hanging... Ah! Stop it! Every time this shit does something, I freak out! Stop it right now! Making you dive headfirst in the literature club when you're not accustomed to it. Stop it with the fucking flashing lights! If you deserve any slack, you already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come in and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Get the fuck out of the way! I can't read! What the fuck you're writing? I didn't remember what the fuck she just said! The music's getting weird. Natsuki pulls back into her seat. I'm sorry, Eric. We'll make sure to put you in comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I wanted to forget I said anything, I guess? No, it's not that, Yuri. I wanted you to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? It just felt like, well, as vice president and all that. Fuck, dude, I'm on edge this entire fucking time. I'm terrified of what's gonna happen next. I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? This is the exact same shit she did the first time that I went through this. Okay. Alright, that's okay. Okay. Alright. Phew, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club. Doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Again, I'm trying to skip through this, guys, so if you guys see this really choppy, it's because I don't know what's new, but I am going to leave in whatever is the weird shit. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. A little bit more, but at the same time I would feel really bad for distracting her reading. And I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she needs to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes me for a split second. That only makes her hide. I'm going to keep doing this the exact same way I did the first time. I'm going to go for Yuri. I'm going to see what changes. But I'm so terrified that Yuri's going to be the next one to die. I'm terrified. Spacing out, I'm sensing I'm uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was to focus, then I probably wouldn't have noticed on the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason, just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. That wasn't what flashed on my screen earlier, was it? I don't think so. But because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. That's not what the fuck! Then suddenly... what the fuck? Hey, don't apologize, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body gets in... What the fuck? It went away. It went away! I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Fuck! I'm okay! Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book alright, it's fine if I sit here. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Every time she fucking moves, I think it's gonna fucking... Woo! I glance over. She's not sorry. Fuck! I skipped it! God damn it! I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I saw my desk and tell it's against Yuri's. I suppose so. Just leaning over the fire shows more almost touching. It feels like my left waist is my right hand. I guess that makes sense. Here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to turn my volume down just a little bit in my ear, because it's... The screeching is getting loud. I do the same with the right arm, the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after she flips it, but holding it like this. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient. It takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finishing the pages before, so I turn to my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. And so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Yep, okay. Okay, yep. I remember all this. This is nothing new. Didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? I don't remember this part. It might be, but I don't remember this part. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. What on earth was that about? Eric? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess, so you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Okay, this is new. This is new. This is new. Because I don't remember... is it new? Yuri just does this sometimes. Nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Alright, shouldn't wait for Yuri. Oh, she might be a while, so I just figured we could start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left the books, slip back into my bag. Why isn't Yuri on here? Okay. Hi, Eric. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities and things we can do better, I'm always listening. I don't remember Yuri... When I did my first poem, I was able to show it to everybody, so where did Yuri go? I don't remember that last half. The breathing and shit like that, I don't remember that. I don't remember it! I'll be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just... Okay, so I have the... Okay, so... I have this... The game is kind of in a sub-screen area, and... I'm recording from Bandicam directly onto the game, but... Fucking shit keeps moving behind the goddamn game. I swear to God it is. Like, shit keeps shifting and reworking, and I'm freaking out. You guys aren't able to see it, because, like I said, I'm recording through the game itself. But it's just freaking me out. Much better. Anyway, want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Eric. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know, but it's sort of a barrier that we'll learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Eric. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when you put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what that Yuri likes is kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, there's probably a much interesting place for her, but that's why she gets happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I got all this already. I've already read this one. Okay. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Nothing really. Well, we got started sharing poems with each other already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. You still have plenty of time. Some more. They took all the time you need. Alright, thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound so confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. If he wasn't looking at me, confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes could no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. Closing in on me, the air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. It's right there. Swallows my fears. I brandish my pen. Now, I don't know if that's the same poem that I read before, but we'll find out. So what do you think? It's very freeform, as you call it, so I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yes, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to fix it on a specific point. Try hard to make it perfect and never make any progress. Just force yourself to... I'm pretty sure this is all the same. So we're going to go on. Because I said this is going to be the last episode, and it's dragging a lot longer than I thought it was. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. Alright, so I'm going to finish this, getting the new things. If this game continues, as if it's going to make me write a new poem, I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to do one last episode. I know I said this was going to be the last episode, but it might not end up being the last episode. Because I don't want you guys to have to sit through a 2-hour video. This is already going on for like an hour, so let's do Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. And what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering up her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, I've only done about 4 poems before, and then my best friend killed herself, and now I'm back in this hellhole again. I'm waiting to say what the hell goes wrong. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. It just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even as a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I've heard all this before. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles genuinely as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Isn't it supposed to be? Hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The lost yet to be replaced by the sickening. Okay, I definitely remember this one. Definitely remember this poem. I've read this one before. Okay. So the poems haven't changed. I was expecting the poems to change a whole lot, but that one didn't. Sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you so long to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. It's something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Eric. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Didn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah, if anything, I could possibly learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Eric. Ah, me too. Okay? So now, Natsuki! Let's give my poem to you. Ah. Ah! I thought my game glitched. If you're not gonna take this clip seriously, then go home. I'm so fucking scared, dude. But I have my hair. I have goosebumps. Did you really think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but you had to put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, I'd like to read it. Sorry. It'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you guys, you probably think it's stupid. Yeah, it's the monkey. It's the monkey one. Yeah, I remember the monkey one. Yeah. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. It isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, hits you hard, like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand, but the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay, like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more into it than I realized. It's all the same shit. Yep. Guess not. Here's the last comment. I don't like how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then we'll take it away from her. Okay. Phew! I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone is judging me with my own mediocre writing abilities. Alright. Even if it's just being nice, no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is all a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Meanwhile, Yuri smells sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Well, if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who knew, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Eric did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Eric liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Eric appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way making everything overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Eric started showing up. I remember that joke. Sounds like that. You really act as young as you look. Natsuki meanwhile is talking a bit. Oh, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I don't like this. 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 I don't like this! Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? They cussed! I don't remember this! Oh! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! Oh god, 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 that's not true, that's not true, she started it! Oh god, how did I get drag it? Oh, what am I can't read that fucking... Oh, what the fuck do I do? Ah, Yuri! Yeah, what? What? Yuri! Ah! What the... Ah! we step outside for a little bit, okay? Uh, 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 I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am right. I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri has said to Natsuki or did. Eric, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We all know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Eric. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Guess I don't really have a choice. I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Oh, what the fuck? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fucking terrified right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. It passes and it's time for club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable for the past couple days, and in the club room the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Eric. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the way that yesterday's quarrel things hang in the air a little. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. I'm happy that you were considerate and apologize. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems, but whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry what I'm saying right now. Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? No. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing him. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? What? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I always was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. I want to get back into character so bad, guys, but I'm so terrified of what's going to happen next. Well, what took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Well, that's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Well, that sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Eric. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us had talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Eric, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make me reading anytime any better, it's a nice cup of tea. To mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and says that this is going to get bad. The way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Okay, this is all the same as it was before. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take me long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. There's something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Ha 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 ha. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. What the fuck? Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Oh! 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 Oh god! 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 What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? I wasn't skipping! Yo, did y'all see her? Oh my god! She cuts herself. That's what she was doing in my room! Oh my god, when she had her roasted on me, she had the tattoo! It wasn't a tattoo, it was scars! And then Natsuki made a reference to it a second ago, and I don't remember her making it in the original run through of this game. I don't remember her making that. Oh. I wonder what Natsuki's secret is. Yeah, I like oolong tea. Anything is fun. Now it's time to go get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Eric. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Eric, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? I don't know about that shit anymore. I enjoyed this the last time we did this, and then I got cockblocked by Monica, but I don't think I'm getting cockblocked by Monica this time. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I'm just having a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to management. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Most likely because my posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why I sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Now, see, I thought she was talking about boobs before. I don't know if it's about boobs anymore. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. I'm so fucking scared about what the fuck's gonna happen here. Bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders match. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding on to it with hands, not holding the book. I end up positioning it so it makes it harder to focus. I am so scared about what's about to happen. Holding it with my hand, it's because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I can use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right, so I have to feed you. Again, this was so much cuter the first time we did this. Oh, my bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. What's going to happen? She holds on so I don't have any time reading it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively put the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Eric, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Eric? Suddenly, Yuri forcibly grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Eric? My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Eric. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Eric? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh God! Never have I wanted to be cockblocked so much in my entire life! Oh, Jesus Christ. Monica! I think it's everything I'm supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Is that kind of messed up? She brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you, so I think if you keep your distance, that'd probably be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. You're the... What the fuck? To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I feel like this is the one you turned out, so I hope you do too. The colors, they won't bright, beautiful colors, flash... There's shit missing. There's colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise, the noise that won't stop, violent, grating, A squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife in a breathing ribcage, endless... What in the blue fuck? Delete her. Monica, why do I get the feeling that you ain't so innocent in all this? Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I was trying to... Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Save. Oh, my saves are gone. I can hear you. What the fuck is going on? Okay. That's my advice today. Thanks for listening. I'm so scared right now. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Let's see what you've been writing for today. Do you like it, Eric? This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. Really want to try to give more imagery. Yuri simply, even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Eric. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Eric? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem, too, okay? A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head, Lear gearbox, falling sky, 7-hole stakes, a dock ship, portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a page written in blood, a prayer written in time, devoted snooks of human's eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponentially gearbox. What the fuck? What the fuck is going? It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for Cape Zipping, and I just really liked the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Than it was before. Well, I can admit, but it's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending some time with her or whatever, but, you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you really should try to learn something or you'll never get better. So here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I don't remember this one either. Is it? Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hand probably goes. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has the hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people finding out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectively won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much. What the fuck did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Ah! Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today so that everyone can come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Eric joined and we're starting with some club activities, but this is the time for us to be complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only really chance to find more. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? And to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves that they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. If any of you feel that way too, I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Eric? Ah! Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Eric to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Eric joined. As for me, I just like it better than I do at home. And Eric isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Eric want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Eric, why did you join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Isn't it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just wanted a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that way for me? So, see, I didn't go after Natsuki at all during this entire game. So I don't really know her backstory, but I've pieced together, obviously, Sayori's, obviously, and I've pieced together Yuri's. I haven't pieced together Natsuki's, and I don't think I'm going to because I didn't side with her on any of my poems. So we're just going to keep going with like this and see if I figure that out. There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Eric, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Cares about an obnoxious brat. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here, but still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed her, so you need to watch yourself, Yuri. Yuri? You need to watch yourself now. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective, make decisions right for the club, but what about you, Eric? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what we'll end up making with the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri, I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. But Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay? I look forward to it. Shall we go, Eric? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Eric before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all. It's important to me as president. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew! Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Eric, I just wanted to make sure you enjoy your time at this club. I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and the fucking screen is getting weird! And Yuri being a little bit, you know, sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. And I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand, so that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. What the fuck's going on? I don't understand what the fuck is going on! I'm trying to piece together exactly what's going on. It's almost like the game has taken a mind of its own, and... Okay. Alright, look. Okay. I know I said the last episode was going to be the last one, but I'm going to end this episode here because I don't know how much longer this game is going to go on. I say that now. If this game does not go on much longer, I'm going to cut this part out and just act like I never said it. But if there is a lot more to this game, this will be the end of this episode. And I obviously, this is going to be a lot more episodes than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. That's okay. So if there's still pretty decent more, this will be the end of this episode. If not, you'll never see me talk. So, possibly. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.